Most business owners only look at business through the lens of growth, and they think the only way for their business to grow is for them to work more hours. But here's the truth: working less can actually serve you and your business better. It's not always about growth and grinding, it's about scaling smarter. And the difference here is huge because growth is all about doing more to simply get more. Scaling, on the other hand, is about doing less to get the same results or better. My name is Colin Mees, and I coach 6 and 7 figure business owners. And the biggest breakthrough they have is shifting from a business that relies on them doing everything to a business that works without them. And I've helped clients go from 60+ hour work weeks down to 20 to 30 hour work weeks in 6 months, while their business has maintained or even improved its performance. And it wasn't about them hustling harder, it was about simplifying and letting go of the stuff that they just didn't need to be doing. And when I start working with clients, I start with the first thing being Parkinson's Law, where it's all about boundaries creating their focus. And what Parkinson's Law is that work expands or contracts to fill the time that you give it. So if you give yourself 12 hours to work each day, you're going to find work to fill that 12 hours. And if you give yourself 6 hours to work in a day, you will only do the work that you can do in that 6 hours. And this is where I start with clients, creating clear, firm boundaries around when they start and end their workday. And a lot of times at first, they resist and they say something like, well, I just won't get everything done. Exactly. That's the point, because it forces you to see what really matters and start cutting the rest. And then once we get to that point, it brings us to what's called the 80/20 rule, where you really find the leverage. And the 80/20 rule states that 20% of your actions are generating 80% of the results. So everything outside of that 20%, you don't even need to be doing. And that's where the real leverage is. Doubling down on the few things that actually move the needle and produce results in your business. So when you combine Parkinson's Law and the 80/20 rule, you have created your scaling formula without the fancy funnels, SOPs, or that next level strategy. You stop chasing growth by doing more and you start scaling by simplifying. And here's the truth: what got you here in your business won't get you there or where you want to go. So if you want a business that supports your life and not one that consumes it, you need to stop working more hours and start scaling smarter. If you're tired of grinding harder and still feeling like you and your business are staying in the same place, this is exactly what I teach 6 to 7 figure business owners just like you with my stress free CEO operating system. They have been able to cut their work hours in half without cutting revenue. You can learn more by using the link in the description below and watch the free training.